How do I use the batch tool in the gradebook? I've been asked that question a few times this week, so I thought it warranted a video. Let's take a look at all the ways you can use that batch update feature and maybe save you guys some time. So let's go into our gradebook. It's going to ask me which course I want to grade, and we're going to go into It's a Digital World. We have several items that need graded. I created 4 test activities for this video. So first step, go into activities, and then we're going to scroll down to the assignment we want to grade. So right here, these test assignments. So I'm going to click test assignment 2. That's what you have to do to get this batch update to appear. You can see all of my demo students have turned in their work. Nice job, students. And I want to batch update it. So one thing I want to do is student 2 and student 3, I want to give them another shot at this assignment. I took a look at their work and I don't think it's their best work, so I had a little conference and I want to allow a retry. So I'm going to allow a retry just to those students. So I'm going to go to allow a retry for selected students. You'll see I could have sent it back to all my students. Maybe nobody did very well in the assignment and I took a look at my teaching and I knew I needed to give it another go, do a better job of explaining and teaching. You can also submit it even if you've already scored it, or if you looked at the work and you haven't scored it yet. So you have lots of choices there. But in this case, I'm just going to choose 2. In your case, you might be choosing 15 kids of your 30 that you have in your class. So we'll click here and we'll allow a retry. So now student 2 and student 3 will have this little symbol and they can do a retry, and I can actually go ahead and grade student 1 if I want. So let's go back to our assignments tab and take a look at another assignment. So we'll go to assignment 3. And you can see I need to grade all of those too, and the batch update tool is there, so I'll click on that. And in this case, maybe I know the assignment, I looked at all of it, everybody did awesome, all 3 students in this group, so I just want to give everybody the same score. Or maybe this is my whole class of 30, and these 3 students were in a group together, so I want to group them and give them a score. So student 1, students 2, and student 3 are all going to get the same score, so I check their box. And now I gave them all the points. I'm going to autofill, and all of them will now get the same grade across the board. Let's go back and grab another assignment and see what else we can do here. So we'll go into test assignment 4, and you'll see batch update, my things I need to grade. I'll click on batch update so I can autofill the scores. We just did that. For anybody that was unscored, you have all those drop-down options. We can allow a retry. We already did that, right? For what was submitted unscored. We can also excuse students. So maybe student 01 did this work in a different way, or is a new student to my class and he wasn't even here to get this assignment. So I'm going to go into batch update and I'm going to excuse his work. I can imagine you guys would choose to use batch update if you were selecting more than 1 or 2 students so you don't have to do it manually. So I'm going to excuse this student from the work. And that means there'll just be an X here across the board. So let's go back and take a look at our grade book. You can see down here where students' grades are submitted. You can look at test assignment 4. We could take a look at demo student 1, and you will be able to see that he turned it in, but he's excused in all areas. And that is how you use the batch update.